Welcome to Comic Emporium, Panama City, Florida's most seasoned comic haven. But hold your horses, it's not just a comic shop, it's a treasure trove of pop culture collectibles, with a side of Lorcana, Magic the Gathering, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Card games. Whether you're a tabletop game enthusiast or a cosplay fanatic, we've got a range of weapons and miniatures that'll make your inner geek squeal with delight. And for the painters, we've got a whole rainbow of colours for your miniatures, models and terrain. Don't forget to roll the dice on our selection of math rocks and dice bags. And for the RPG lovers, we've got a library of Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder and more. Come on down to Comic Emporium, where you can play your favourite card, tabletop, war and RPG games until you're
Mics are hot.
Mics are hot.
Hot.
Super hot.
Way
Super
hot.
hot.
She is.
And
Fuego.
we are live once again. Hey coasters, welcome back to Candles and Coasters. I am your DM Alex, brought to you by Comic Emporium, Panama City's oldest comic shop. We are going to dive right in because there is a lot to cover. When last we left off, Astral had just failed his persuasion check against the Lesser Death Dragon. So we're going to go right into initiative.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The looks on their faces. I live for it. It
I
makes
will
me
only
feel
be
so
okay
good.
with it if I can use the new dice flinger.
Oh, you got the dice catapult
Uh-huh.
from. Oh yeah. So yeah, there's a.
With my new Lord of the Rings dice.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Those are so shiny. It's the only way I'm okay with that happening this fast.
Hang on a second.
Wait,
You actually
you're gonna
have like
mix
those
Monty
little
Python and
tiny
Lord of the Rings?
trolls.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
That would
yeah,
be
like
hilarious.
Right?
Yeah.
You actually
Mix
have a
them?
gnome
I
It
was
would be
gonna
like
say,
Muppets
flag.
from Lord of the Rings. Yes, please.
We have a real gnome
I
flinger.
don't. I do have a tiny little duck for my figure.
We have a real live gnome flinger we can use.
Yeah. Oh
Do you
yeah.
think there was some of those weird carnivorous bunnies we can add in?
What?
Cause we have the Monty Python book now.
We do?
It has the bunnies, right? Has the bunnies, right?
Of course, it has the bunnies in it.
There's
Yeah.
always bunnies. More
bunnies.
bunnies.
Is that the book you're talking about?
That's the book. That's the book.
Monty Python
That's-
role-playing game.
So that has
No, it
bunnies.
isn't.
No?
No.
What is it?
No, it isn't.
It's a medieval reenactment program.
That's also.
It's just Monty Python.
Yes, Monty Python has its own tabletop setting.
That's-
It also but you can get the dice catapult. There are little wooden medievals that go along with the game. Its own dice set, which includes a D30. And there will also be, they're on the way now, the coconut shell dice rollers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, and they come in pairs.
That's so
Okay.
You
great.
didn't say anything about that earlier.
I know, I didn't. I was waiting.
I don't. You know what? I don't even know if I
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
I don't even know if I needed the rest of it. But that sounds fun.
Yeah.
No, I need.
That's going to be at every table. That's all you're going to hear. All right, we get on our horses. Clock, 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 clock. Yep.
I'm sad I didn't have time to actually buy those. Because I really wanted to use it tonight. I'm not gonna open it though.
Fine,
Somebody
fine,
else.
fine.
I used
If
one.
you're going to get it, it's fine. Go ahead and open it so you can use it.
Did he close the register?
No, I can always reopen it. I have that ability.
There is a 10% surcharge.
That's fine. Okay.
Okay, having said all of that,
Now
when
you're fine
last
with it
we
being
left
open.
off, the coasters were traveling
Tape
the
on it.
Path of Memories, which seems to be
Scissors?
a sunken part of the city. They encountered a lake
I need
of
it.
fire water, and it met with explosive results. Several of them got burned on their choices that they made.
Yeah.
We did find out, however, that Layla is not the only slot here, as they encountered
I
another.
think I have these exact same scissors.
Joey,
Yeah,
no,
he
I
was the
don't-
one that lit the lake of fire.
No, he wasn't.
Nope.
I saw the whole thing.
Yep.
I thought the slime lid though.
He dropped a torch. I'm missing something.
Yeah. Denial.
Yeah. Anyways, go back and watch that episode if you missed it last week, because it was a doozy.
We missed it.
Again, well, yeah, I don't know where you were. But you had entered into a room hidden behind an illusionary wall. And you encountered first a monument that told a little story that Sai informed you all about. And you encountered a mounted dragon head which sparked to life, quite literally, began to have a discussion with Sai and Astral.
Oh, is that what that noise was? I didn't understand it.
The rest of them had no idea what was going on because they cannot speak Draconic, but it ended with a persuasion roll that was a 15.
Yes.
Needed
That's
a
good.
37.
That's a solid roll.
It is a solid roll.
I
It's
mean,
a solid roll.
first
If
level.
you're happy with that roll, then let's get some initiative going.
I don't know how happy we are with that roll. Like, how many do we have left?
7.
Technically, you
Use it.
haven't used one.
Use it.
You know.
Alright.
What?
Alright.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
All right,
Peer
all right.
pressure.
Oh, I love that.
Well, peer
That was
pressure.
so easy.
Peer pressure.
Now we're down to 6 fate die left.
So I need to go find a bunch more followers this week. That's all I'm hearing. Got it. Bet.
All right, here we go, Astral. What do you get this time?
If this one's worse,
Are
can
we
we keep the
rolling
last
initiative?
one?
That's a 19 on the die with a plus 5 persuasion, 24.
24.
It looks like it was not.
The spectral head of the dragon becomes, for just a moment, a glittering bronze, and it nods and disappears.
Nice.
Aha.
You have successfully avoided the fight with the lesser death dragon.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
if you would
That
like
sounds
to,
seriously fun.
you know what? You are totes.
Its breath weapon
It's-
is an
it's-
8d8
It
necrotic
is
damage.
totes available for you to fight. Just let me leave real quick
I would
and
be
you
fine.
can have it.
But everybody else is
Like,
fine.
I get it.
But you're a dragon.
I know.
That hurts.
Crumbled chairs lie toppled about the room. On the north wall hangs a long stone slab that features a bas relief depicting dragons bowing respectfully over a large dragon corpse. The dragon's skull is mounted on the east wall, and you see a set of doors that lead to another area. Other than that, there is nothing else in this room.
Okay.
You know, all the fire's out.
All the fire is gone.
I look at Sunny. Well, Tyson,
I don't know.
didn't think that was going to
You
work.
don't know what?
I'm feeling insecure about letting
But
the
we
kids
do-
go in the room, but
We can continue on,
I don't mind.
or we can deal with Slayla's cousin.
Not like
Call
I
of
mean,
Duty.
honestly,
I don't feel comfortable traveling through this with this thing behind us.
If I
Talking about the dragon, right?
bring
No.
I
the
think it's the only way
steeds
through.
in,
Mhm.
like the magic ones, could they just carry the children
but
across to the
that
other side?
feels.
Yeah, you could do that.
But
There's
that's-
enough room for them.
I mean, if we want to use it, I can keep the kids up out of the boil water.
The water's been burned up.
I can keep the kids off the ground.
Isn't there?
Yeah, we don't know where Slayla's cousin's
That's fair.
college roommate is.
He went.
Yeah,
College room.
yeah, I get that.
He went invisible.
He did.
But
He did.
he's around somewhere.
And they shape change.
That sounds like so much
Oh
fun.
yeah. Yeah,
That is so much fun. I'm so
I'm
excited.
going to
I think
cast
the
detect
favorite
thoughts.
shape to change
Feels
into
like
is
limits.
Durin.
yes.
I have
A
not
dwarf.
used. I have not used
I'm gonna
this.
cast detect thoughts.
I think we should all use that together.
On who?
Usually it's
Everybody.
I
I get enough of them.
You're like,
You're going to the wrong places.
I don't think I've used this at all
I'm
in
not
the
joking.
campaign, and I think it would work.
That's one of my
Okay.
slot
For this.
abilities. I'm not.
You know,
Or
every
actually, it's
time
read
you think
minds.
it'll work.
Okay, so you start reading minds.
Mhm. stuff
And
happens.
yeah, they start saying the
Ooh.
shape changing. I'm just gonna double check.
Mhm.
So
I'm not
I'm
gonna tell
going
anybody
to
I'm doing
use
it.
divine
I like that.
sense.
Okay. you start using divine sense. What's everybody thinking at this moment in time? Starting with Darrow.
Rude.
Yeah,
Well,
we're really
with
well
Darrow?
this.
Yeah, what's going through his mind right
So I
now?
was having a conversation about getting the kids safely across with O'Leary. That was what I was doing.
Well, what were you thinking though?
Well, you see, even if I was thinking something, nobody'd be able to figure it out. Because they would just get empty, void, no answer. You'd be like, hello, hello.
What was Reverence thinking?
Pretty deep in that conversation, so thinking, okay, how do we get through this room with the kids, and then what's going to be on the other side, and what's going to be waiting on the kids, and how do we protect the kids from the big bad, and I know there's going to be a big bad, and
I
it's
think
just,
she's leaving something important out.
it's an what?
I'm thinking somebody's blowing hair in the wind.
Oh, Derek,
Oh,
I
the
didn't,
Lord.
I didn't want to say I was thinking about him, but probably it's in there.
Probably it's in there.
Yeah.
What about Astral? What's Astral thinking as he engages his divine sense?
I think like he is definitely focused on trying to find this slot.
What does that sound like?
It's not. It's just. It's more or less. It's not necessarily. It's like, where are you? Where are you? I know you're around here somewhere, but I think he loses focus of it, hearing himself say that there will never be a way home, and he gets lost in trying to reconcile. He's still reconciling that idea of like, there's no chance of him getting home, but he kind of pushes past it and tries to regain focus, trying to find the current threat.
What is Sai thinking in her draconic mind?
It was nice to have met some family. We're studying a little bit of architecture here. I really don't feel like we should have to go back and find that slod guy, because this just feels like an extra fight that we don't have to do right now. But, you know, if that's what they want to do, I suppose. I mean, my egg will be fine.
It'll be
Because,
fine.
I mean,
Everything's fine.
I already hired Cubby to watch it. If I can't trust
he's
Cubby, really,
here.
what can
What?
I trust?
Durin. Don't let me down now. What goes through Durin's mind as he's standing around watching everyone?
So
Look at
many
that
rocks.
Everybody get comfortable.
Look at the rocks.
I want to touch that rock.
Did I eat today? I think I ate.
Can I pet that dog?
I like those rocks.
Yep, there it is.
I should take those rocks.
I should take those rocks.
But I really kind of want to drink this wine.
Can I pet that dog?
Where do you get wine?
The liquor store.
Yeah.
You want to
A
share?
lot of wine. It's a really expensive wine too.
Yeah, he found some of that.
Yeah, I wonder
Section
how
2.
Kavess is gonna do with those runes I told him.
I
think he's gonna do a great
He's
job.
going to say Kavessen's going to do shots with me.
No, because too young for that.
Wait.
The drinking
So,
age is probably like
that's
I
what
was
you
gonna
get in
say,
your
first
mind.
of all,
Okay, and the kids?
drinking age is
And
way younger
the
here.
kids, so Fertala's
He's a man
mind
now.
is
Oh,
like,
man.
she's just thinking, gotta focus, gotta hold it together just a little bit further, gotta focus. You hear in Kavessen's mind, he's puzzling through a complex arcane formula
Oh my.
that he doesn't even understand.
Oh my.
He's just like, okay, and if we do this, then that. And if I put these two words together and string it with this rune, that could cause this to happen. You know, it's you're immediately like, nope,
Nope.
nope,
Nope, that's him.
nope,
We're good.
don't want that. Cubby's mind is much more of a very simple, just, I want to stab. I'm going to find the one that ran away and stab him, and he shall be mine.
Yes.
I will add him to my collection.
Yes.
Stab.
Collection.
Must stab. Could I stab now? Stab later. Stab all the time. Me like to stab.
I'll just go over and pat Cubby on the head. Good.
Good job. Okay, so how far does your Read minds extend.
30 feet.
Okay, cool. You're good.
30 feet.
Yeah, so that's what you get. Now your divine sense, it picks up what exactly?
Divine sense can detect good and evil. Can sense anything affected by the hollow spell. Know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Okay. And does it have like pass through stone so far and it stops working, 1 inch of lead, that kind of thing?
Know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. So if they are not
Okay.
behind total cover,
Cool.
then I will be able to sense them.
So you engage your divine sense. You open that third eye. You feel the auras of all of those around you. You explore further to the very limits of your range, and you don't pick up anything. You feel like you're safe.
I want to go back to the doorway into where the lake of fire was.
Mhm.
It's no longer there, but I'm going to go, like, while it's active, like, go out to there and extend it out to see if that area is clear.
So when you do that, at the very edge, like at the last bit of your range, just as you like step into the room to do it, it's like something retreated. It was there and it's not.
I know the location though, or like where it was.
Straight across the lake, and there's like a bunch of rubble and a hole in the wall. And you can see that the fire water goes into that whatever's in that other area.
But it's a hole. It's like, how big is the hole?
You think you could squeeze through, but it would be a tight fit.
Is there like a lot of rubble or anything around?
Yeah.
Doran, want to help me move some rocks?
You have me at rocks.
Like, ask him to come with me.
Mhm.
Like, that slot that we were fighting, I think he went through this hole. Oh, so we're not done with him yet, but at least we can plug it up so he can't come from behind and flank us.
What do I see in that hole?
So it's that room that you came to before, that part of it was underwater, and you were like, I don't think I'm going to get in this water, and you ended up moving to another area, but you see that room very clearly.
Does that water look like the water that was over
Yeah,
there?
it's the same. It goes all the way through into that room.
I have an idea. Darrow, can you fire a flame arrow in that room?
Yeah.
Will you?
The children.
Are we sure that's what you really want?
Very much so.
That's where the slot went.
All right. Light me up.
Okay, so you get a flaming arrow, and you're going to try to shoot it through the hole there?
Yeah.
Alrighty, just give me your regular ranged attack.
Alrighty. I'll go to studying.
Well done.
I'm gonna take the 18 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You make it through the hole in the wall to hit the other side, and suddenly, whoosh, that room bursts into fire, and you see the flames start to creep back into this room. But as they cross that the hole where you've got the rubble and everything, it dies off as it hits the water. So whatever was flammable in here before has been burned off, but the other room had not.
Yeah. Your plan seems to have worked.
We start plugging up the hole.
Okay, you start plugging the hole. So while the two of you do that, what's the rest of you doing? Standing in a room. Fallen chairs. Door leading to another area that you haven't been to, and that's the only exit.
Honestly, Sai's probably spent a good bit of time looking at the
monument.
And I'm just kind of looking to see if there's anything. I don't know that there will be, but looking to see if there's anything that she remembers about a story that would be connected to something like this, or seeing if this is anything, and if not, trying to catalog everything about it so she can try to look it up when she gets out of here, like, what is this about exactly, and try to find that information.
Okay. So that is a roll. Let me find it.
Could just say I make it. I'd be fine with that.
I'm behind you on that one.
Right? I think I do. I know all dragon things.
Oh wait, no, you have already learned all you can from this monument.
Okay. Well, I will spend some time looking at it to try to catalog it in my memory so that I can look up more information about it when I get out here then.
Absolutely. Okay. And then, what's next?
Yeah, so after.
What's the rest of you doing?
Okay.
Has anybody looked on the other side of the door?
Nope, no one's been that far.
I guess I shall do that.
You gonna open the door?
I'm gonna check the door out first. I'm not just gonna blindly open.
Oh, I was wondering. I was like, all right, bro.
So what I'd like to be doing is just keeping the kids as in one place as I can. I call them kids. I know they're
Young
You're
adventurers.
still kids.
right, but
Still your kids.
yeah, just hey, let's just watch. Let's let them do some stuff. Let's learn today. Let's just learn.
Okay, so you're doing that. What's
Checking the door out.
checking the door? Give me a perception.
Yeah, perception. Alrighty.
You're
I
good with that
rolled a
one.
19.
Excellent. You are confident this door is safe.
I hate when
Hey.
he says that.
Hey, Dern. I believe the door is safe for you to open. I, of course, moved out of the way.
We're still putting.
He's still
we're
putting
still
rocks.
filling the hole.
Yep.
Well, Vern, when you're done doing that,
Dern.
oh gosh,
Layla's
all
not
right,
doing
fine.
anything.
When you're done with the hole.
I open the door cautiously, and by cautiously I mean I use the door as a shield.
You open the door to a completely different scene than what you have experienced so far. This worked stone room is full of laboratory equipment. Vials of colorful liquid, glass lenses, and live mice in cages.
Oh,
Oh no.
Books crowd shelves and overflow onto the floor.
Okay.
No.
I shall slowly go into the room while I say, "Hey, Dern, there's some interesting artificer type stuff in here, or wizard stuff too." And then
I will be there shortly.
I'm gonna go over to the cage. Is it cages or cage of mice?
It is cages.
Cages.
Yep.
Do they look like they're starving or?
No, they look
So-
very healthy, in fact. They look well taken care of.
Excellent. So I'll actually talk to one.
Okay.
I'll be like, "How you doing there, little buddy? You went out of these bars?"
Hey, the mousies.
It doesn't speak back, if that's what you're wondering.
Yeah, I was just
Yep.
checking. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna open their cages and let them fly and be free. I mean, they don't literally fly, but well, maybe they do.
I was gonna be
Let's find
excited. I was like, ooh, those
Okay.
are real flying mice.
The
do it.
the mice leave their cages and scatter out. They find little cracks and stuff, and they stop and explore and chew on a few things. But they're just running free in the laboratory now.
So I guess I don't get to pick. All right. Well,
All right,
Continue
so he knows. Have you said anything to us?
oh, I said it out loud to
You
Dern.
said to him.
Yeah, I yelled out Dern. So you heard
Between
it.
that, so I would want to investigate that stuff. Whether I can do anything with any of it or know anything about it, that's yet to be seen, but with a background in alchemy, I would want to at least attempt to look. And I'm also very excited about all the mice.
Okay, so you go in and you start looking at the alchemical equipment.
Like,
It looks like there are several concoctions brewing, and some of them are in the beginning stages, some of them are in their middle stages. Nothing finished currently, but everything is active as if, somebody was here doing experiments.
And they just stepped out.
Yep, and they have just stepped out. Anybody else going in, looking around, doing anything?
I'll look around.
So you're looking around too.
After I free the mice.
Okay. Are you looking at anything specific other than?
No, whatever the table the mouse is on, so I'll start there.
Okay. A bunch of books on this table here, and you see as you begin kind of combing through, you find one that in Elven is titled Anyari, a History.
Okay.
And you find that. Anybody else doing anything?
How fast can you read?
yeah, I was gonna head over to the laboratory and help them look at stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
See if the kids wanna kinda come over with.
Anything in particular that you're looking for or looking at?
It definitely looks like a laboratory, so I'd be looking for any like notes and stuff on who was here and what they may be researching.
Very cool. So the two of you finish plugging this hole here with a bunch of rubble. Durin, you're fairly certain that it would take, a battering ram to get through it at this point. You've done your job very well. You haven't heard from the group in a little bit since you guys started doing this. It's been about half an hour now.
I think we should head back over and see what they're doing. I heard something about a lab.
Yes. I really wish I would have just been a little more patient and waited. But
I wasn't the first to do it, so that's progress.
Can I tell anything else about said concoctions that are brewing?
Just that they're all unfinished. That whatever is being brewed here, you recognize some of it as like some potions you've recently encountered, things like invisibility, things like flight and haste. But some of them you have no idea what potions are being made here, or if they're even potions and not like a poison or an acid or something like that. All right.
once we do get on the inside, do we see the stuff brewing?
Yeah, you see everything that I've already described. There are mice running around the room. You
Ritual
see, some.
identify?
You're doing some identify. Okay. Let's see. What? How many items and what are you focusing on?
I'm focusing on what's being brewed.
Okay. So same information I've already given. None of it's completed. It is in the process of being created. So there's like invisibility and flight and haste. Anything else?
Is there anything? Are any of the potions that are currently being brewed harmful in any way?
No.
Can be used as a weapon?
No, you see nothing like that.
All right. And how much longer until the potions are ready?
Hard to tell because you're not an alchemist.
Identify spell.
Yeah, but it gives you all the current properties, but you're not really certain when these will be completed.
I'm pretty sure Kvesin wants to like check this stuff
Can I tell anything about that though?
out. I'm gonna bring the kids in.
Sure. All right. So Kvesin's going to start checking on some stuff too. So he's going to find out all the same information that I've given so far. But you can give me a roll for your alchemy. So just be an intelligence check.
Oh great.
Ooh,
I'm not too confident in that one, guys.
me neither.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I believe in you. I give
I'm
you a
gonna
bardic
quickly
inspiration. You can add a
thumb through the
D8.
book.
Thank you.
Okay. Cool. So you start thumbing through the book. Nope.
It's not gonna matter with a D8. Not gonna matter.
And it begins. The tragic history of the city of lost names, the city of Anyari, began long before the cataclysm.
You can roll a D8 twice and take the higher number.
During a conflict called the Third Dragon War, many generations before the Cataclysm, the hero, Huma Dragonbane, defeated Takesis and prevented her conquest of Krynn. When the Dragon Queen left the world, her wicked dragon servants went with her. To maintain the balance between good and evil, most of Krynn's metallic dragons agreed amongst themselves to retreat to hidden reaches of the world. Centuries passed. In that time, the last king priest rose to power in the land of Istar. This religious leader dreamed of an earthly paradise, a pleasure city to reward those he deemed righteous. The king priest and his servants created a great flying island. He named this aerial city Anyari, which translates as the city without sin, claiming it would be a place where he and his worthiest and wealthiest subjects might cast off mortal weakness and live like the gods. But the king priest and his servants were loath to reveal how they created their paradise. The city was constructed on an ancient, sacred site where, for millennia, dragons of Krynn had gone to die. The king priest harnessed the magical resonance of the dragons buried there, lifting the city into the sky. When the metallic dragons remaining on Krynn learned the king priest had desecrated the resting place of their dead, they were furious. Though some dragons urged a more moderate path, the gold dragon, Caraverix, refused to hold back. He led a contingent of metallic dragons to the soaring city, intent on forcing it to land. The god Paladine tasked the Knight of Solamnia, Zanus Sarlamir, with peaceably ending the conflict between the dragons and the king priest. However, Sarlamir's quest was a dismal failure, ultimately resulting in the knight attacking and killing Caraverix. The resulting battle between the dragons and the Anyari's people ended in Sarlamir's death and the city's ruin. The flying city fell apart across the northern wastes, its bulk ultimately crashing in the hidden depression where it lies now. Not willing to acknowledge his failure, the king priest suppressed all records of Anyari, and those who knew of the failed marvel refused to speak its name. In the wake of the cataclysm, those few who remember Anyari at all know it only as the City of Lost Names.
I'll go ahead and pocket the book and probably read it from time to time.
Sounds good. You guys have spent about an hour in here exploring, reading.
I'm sorry, I had read my numbers wrong. I had a 17.
Okay. 17, you know that the haste potion and the invisibility potion will be ready in about 24 hours. The flight potion seems to be just beginning. Should take about 3 days.
3 days. What if you pour a little bit of haste potion on it?
I know, if it was ready, then we could post, right? But it won't be ready for another 24 hours, so.
So you've been in this room for about an hour.
I don't think we have that kind of time.
And as you've been sort of scanning through books, looking through notes, investigating potions, investigating the rest of the room, there is a single exit out of here. Yes.
What are the mice doing? Every once in a while, I'll glance up and check them out.
The mice are doing mice things.
Okay.
They're being friends with me because I'm feeding them.
Okay.
They're doing nice things.
Cubby has claimed one.
Come on. Yes.
Currently tucked
Yes.
it onto her hat.
Absolutely.
It keeps trying to run away. She grabs it. No hat.
That's a little concerning, but all right.
Is she gonna name it something like Ratty?
I I did.
Chewy?
or mousy.
Probably.
Believe.
Something very
Can I read
I did.
linear
her mind and what she's...
Literal talk.
I did.
Can I read the mouse's mind?
That sounds fun.
Uh-huh.
If I see Cubby and what she's doing, she's trying to keep the mousy. I would cast a level 1 animal friendship on the mousey
Aw,
and convince it that Cubby is his friend.
that's so sweet.
And
Okay.
Cubby nibbles to feed it.
All right. So Cubby has gained a rat familiar.
Aw.
Yeah, she's just real happy to have a little furry friend.
Right.
You do find a
The
scroll
gateway pet.
and a book of rituals.
Ooh.
I take a look at the scroll and the book. What scroll is it?
Do you have your identify going?
I do.
It is a spell scroll of Arcane Gate.
Portal?
Hmm?
Yes.
That's handy.
Yep.
Unless-
Tuck that one away.
And the book contains rituals for divination and phantom steed.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have that.
Come in handy.
You can cast those as rituals.
Somebody else want that?
They're virtual casting. Anybody can cast it.
Then why
Hmm?
have
No, you have to be a ritual caster.
Yeah, so
Right. Anybody who's a virtual caster
Yeah,
can
but-
cast
so
it
that's,
from the book. So we just keep the book and anybody can use it who can do
you
magic.
can.
All right.
But if you don't want to carry things, I got you. I understand.
Would you like to carry
Do
the
I-
book side?
Okay.
With all the shuffling and the notes and stuff, do we find out whose laboratory this is?
You keep seeing a name scribbled at the end of some of the books after notes. It's like name and date. Like, here's a note. Like, this passage is now closed. Looks like it collapsed. Nothing lost. DeMelon. And then it gives a year.
Is there a map?
No maps.
So the name is DeMelon, and then the year, is it in relation to where we are in time, or is it?
So nothing current. In fact, it seems like most of the notes are ages old.
Huh. Okay.
You don't have to write down the recipe once, right?
Hold on.
So, from looking at the spells that are in here, is there enough materials to make more?
Yeah, you think you could probably make more.
Like more scrolls?
More potions. If you had the time to do. You have all the equipment. There's plenty of ingredients.
While he's doing that, I'll go ahead and look
Lila,
at
do you share
concealed and secret
that
doors.
name?
I was hoping the mice were gonna do it for me, but
Yeah.
No secret doors. There is just a
so
very
maybe
obvious
like,
one.
Hey, look, this, you know.
Person.
Yeah, like, you guys finding any other names other than this one that I keep seeing?
So,
Isn't DeMelon the name of the elder that had ordered the spirit lady to protect the city? So says my notes.
I believe you are right.
The
At the tower,
At the
at
tower.
the tower?
When we met the spirit lady?
where we lost
Mhm.
the rude
Yeah,
scout guy.
Yeah.
She said that
And she
her
was
elder,
elder, her sister too.
yeah, her elder DeMelon was who
Mm-hmm.
had commissioned her to do this.
He was the one that wrote these notes.
Interesting.
Maybe the slot used the notes to create potions.
I think
maybe the slot is due.
Or maybe
No, I think the Slaw was trying to find other ways. I don't know if they actually
Fair
found
enough.
it here.
so. I think is there a crate anywhere around
something's
here?
happening.
Nothing like that.
What are your thoughts, Dylan?
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I want to take these potion materials.
Take them. Put them in your pack.
I'll step out of the room a little bit and
Into a previous room?
yeah, and
Okay.
kind of do detect magic and make sure nothing's come up while we were in there occupied. Nothing, or at least nothing.
Notes look brand new.
All old.
Tracks.
Clean laboratory.
It's a laboratory.
Is there anywhere else to go, or was this the only?
There's another.
There is another
Another
door.
door.
Yep,
Okay.
there is another door out of here.
I'll go ahead and
Let
check
us
it
go
for
out to other
traps.
doors. Onward.
Did you
Okay.
take the materials, Dory?
I want to take the materials and see if we can put them in bag of
And
holding.
11.
You are confident that the way forward is safe.
Before.
I'm gonna open this door.
Okay, I'll be right next to him.
That's what they're used for.
We'll start carrying pocket glitter. Every time he says something ambiguous like that.
Be next to him, ready, just in case.
Yes. So before Durin goes and thinks that he's goes and takes all these random supplies and throws them into a bag of holding, which I'm holding because I will not be doing that. I would like to know, like, these potions that are sitting here brewing, like, do I know if I move them they'll still continue to sit and whatever, or I'll move them and I'll mess them up, so there's no
You
point to
move them,
move
you
them?
mess them up.
Yeah, don't touch those, just leave them.
I'm-
No, he's taking the
I'm
materials,
gonna
not the
take
All
some
materials?
those, I'm taking the materials.
Okay. Can you put the caps on all of
First day
that?
drinking
Well, yeah, I'm
water.
gonna bottle them up and before I
Yes.
just start putting them away.
Alright, Dara, you open the door.
Yes, but I used the door as a shield.
Layla will be right next to him. She won't let him go on.
Seems okay.
Okay, so the two of you stand there as he carefully shoulders the door open, bracing for impact. And it opens into a chamber furnished as a luxurious apartment. Its lamps and stuffed chairs look old but well maintained. However, a hooded, crimson-robed figure steps through a door from the east and gives you a calm nod. From behind a skull mask speaks a smooth voice. Ah, welcome. Let's get to the assessment then. The figure holds out a blue gem, which then shatters. Everybody roll initiative.
Ah.
I get to use my new little
Okay,
dice slinger.
Yay!
Nice.
I don't know how far this thing's gonna throw things.
Alrighty, Dara, what you got? 22. Reverence, what you got?
15.
Astro, what you got?
21.
Sai, what you got?
11.
Darren, what you got?
I got a nat 20 for 22.
Okay. Layla, what you got?
14 with my dice. My
Alrighty.
dice gettable.
And sorted. So, what you see is as the gem shatters, an instant later, an outline of a ghostly dragon appears and begins to attack.
A ghostly dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do an Arcana check? I'll do it on my turn, sorry. Go ahead.
Mm-mm-mm. Okay. And it looks like for our folks at home, they get to see that suddenly appear in the room with you.
What?
It's on delay.
Gotta give me some time. Gotta give me some time.
What's that anticipation he was talking about last time?
And back to it. So the top of the round, Darrow.
So, so the guy that's holding the gem that blew up and now turned into some dragon thing,
Yep.
how far away is he?
Let me see, in this room, you are in this room here. They just came through that door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 20 feet away from you.
Excellent. It's almost far enough
Mm-hmm.
for shenanigans. So I'm gonna go ahead and steady aim,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna fire a Dern arrow at that guy.
Okay.
Because nobody else is in the room right now.
Right. Is you and Layla standing in the doorway. There is a spectral dragon standing between you and the figure.
I see. So, I look at Layla as I let the arrow loose and say, it should be okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Go
It's
ahead.
fine.
Did you tell anyone? No, you're not telling anybody.
I have rolled a 19 to hit.
Okay. An invisible force stops your arrow.
Well, that's not good.
Rude. Rude.
I am going to do my best to hide
do
right
not
where I'm
need to
standing since I can't move.
You do not need to help
Okay.
him kill us. I wasn't gonna help him kill you.
And
Oh, man.
Durin.
Go, Dylan, go.
I see a dragon.
Get him.
I think if you look around and you look into that next room, because you just heard Darrow fire an arrow into that room, so you look in and you see a large spectral dragon filling the room.
Where did the guy in the rope go?
Behind
He's
the
still in
dragon.
He's behind the dragon.
Okay.
Behind a wall. Something.
I
Protecting him.
Plot armor.
start. I start to head over that way.
Okay.
My movement is 25, so I'm not gonna be able to get close to it just yet.
Well, you can enter the room.
I will enter the room.
Can I
Okay.
use my item interaction to close the door?
We'll just see how this works out.
What I will do, if I can get close, like in the room,
You are in the room.
I will do.
Urine things.
He's doing your
How far away from it am
Well,
I?
I'm counting
10
them.
feet.
10 feet. Okay, I'm gonna do a thunder wave. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw of 12.
Okay. And let's see. What kind of damage does this do?
Thunder.
Neat. And what effect happens if they fail?
A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature within 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On this fail, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and push 10 feet away from you. On a successful, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect automatically push 10 feet away. The spell effect emits a thunderous boom audible up to 300 feet. At higher levels, I can do more damage. So,
Okay, so you step into the room and stomp your foot, creating a thunder wave. The furniture and furnishings go rolling to the edge of the area of this cone. The dragon ignores it completely.
okay, so it doesn't take any damage.
That is correct, and it doesn't move.
Did the wave go past him or through him?
It looks like it went through without affecting.
Interesting. Okay.
Astro, what do you do?
So upon hearing
A loud,
The loud
thunderous
thunder
boom.
boom, I am going to, ready my sword and shield like I normally would and enter in, and I'm seeing a spectral dragon. Now,
Yep.
just because of where we are coming from and understanding this place is very much like we're supposed to respect dragons around here. Is this is it just a straight ghost? Does it appear to have scales? Are scales on it or not on it?
It appears to be made completely out of spectral energy.
Just pure spectral energy.
No physical at all.
And do I see the rogue figure in the back?
You do. Standing there watching. Red robes, skull for a face.
Skull for a face, red robes. Looking at a spectral dragon. And I'll attempt to talk to it in Draconic.
Okay.
And essentially just that we do not mean any harm. We're not here to disrespect or desecrate. We are just passing through. We are looking for someone.
Okay. Is that all you're doing? You're waiting for a response?
I will wait for a response.
Okay. And the response. So.
I don't feel like that was a favorable response.
I did say I was doing it in Draconic.
Alright.
Yeah.
Durin, does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Astral, does a 27 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
This spectral dragon reaches out with both claws, attacking each of you once. Let's see.
That's not good.
It's not great. Not great.
Really, that's escalated quickly.
It really did.
Mm-hmm.
As it sometimes does.
And that is 13 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Durin. And 15 points to you, Astral.
Okay.
And then it rushes you. And as it does so, you both and you two in the doorway need to make strength saving throws.
I heard dexterity saving throws.
Nope, definitely not.
Oh, that's what I thought I heard too.
18.
Okay.
Mm,
I
22.
rolled a 13, and I would like to use evasion.
Okay. What did you get?
22.
Okay. Astral, what you got?
Let me see.
But I can't.
18.
18. Cool beans.
This dice catapult's doing really good for me right now.
That's awesome.
All right. So let's see. That is 16 points. But those of you who made it, which is everybody, you will take half of that. So that's 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And you are not knocked prone.
Yay!
That's good. I like that.
Alright, so 8.
Reverence.
So I just lose my turn?
Yeah, you said you're waiting for a response.
There, you got one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, Reverence.
Do you have
Talking is
kill
a free
spectral
action.
dragon stuff?
Fresh out of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
I'm
they
not
did
in the room.
physically respond.
Right, you're in the laboratory and you hear combat happening. You can clearly see something large and spectral that pierces through the wall as if it's not there and is attacking those at the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be fine.
It always is.
Can I see the guy behind the dragon?
You would have to move so you could look past. And if you do, yes you do.
Tell Cubby to take up the rear, and I stay in front of the kids, but I go into the room.
Cubby, take rear position. You got it.
Oh no. It's fine, I said what I said. So who is closest as I enter the room? Who's nearest?
So right now, if you at the doorway is Darrow and Layla and Astral, and then 5 feet beyond that is Durin.
Okay, and he's taking a lot of damage. He's taking some damage.
I'm fine.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna move up to him
Okay.
and do some healing,
Okay.
probably.
What are you casting?
This one's Cure Wounds,
Okay.
so I got up close.
All right.
And it says my spellcasting ability modifier. Wait, is that one?
That's your wisdom modifier.
Oh, I don't know what my wisdom is. Okay,
Plus 3.
so it's plus an additional 2 plus 1 for it. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 healing from that one. And
Who is that on?
Astral.
Astral?
And I gain.
Astral, you do not regain any hit points.
Oh!
as you finish the spell and go to deliver with a touch, the figure on the other side of the room goes through a very quick spell that counters your healing.
Rude.
I counter with an arrow.
It feels like an appropriate response, Darrow.
Okay.
Mhm.
So,
Seems
I'm
like
gonna
I forgot
try-
his answer.
healing word on him. Be like, oh. That's 10 if it goes through.
That goes through.
And I
Only
get
got
2.
one reaction.
I get 3.
All right. Okay, and Layla, what are you doing?
Alrighty. Sorry, I've been furiously writing over here. Multiple things. No, I'm not going sludge. Hush it. Bonus action though, I am going to use my Hexblade Curse on the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So that I have that, and then I am going to be casting Blur,
Okay.
because that thing is too big not to. Of course, I can't get my thing to turn when I want it to. I believe Blur is a whole action. My cards will not flip to the right one.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you're,
it's a whole action, so, but then I will use the rest of my turn to make my way up to the dragon.
Okay. You are right up on top of it. Si, what are you doing?
So I've heard all of this happening.
Mm-hmm. You definitely see combat going on. There's magic being thrown about.
This is one big enough for a dragon.
I would like
There's already one in
to
here,
attempt
technically.
a dispel magic on the caster and the dragon.
I like it. It's good.
I have it at 4th level.
Okay.
So and I don't know what level whatever you're using is. If it is, if I cast it 4th or higher, if it is that level or below, it ends automatically. Otherwise, I have to roll. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah blah. So, what do you need from me?
I need you
You
to
know what?
roll for it.
Figured. Thought I'd ask though.
You can do it.
No, let's hope. Oh, okay. That is an 18.
Nice.
Okay.
Very good.
All right. So you're not sure what you dispelled, but you have dispelled something.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else?
As of right now, no.
Okay. Dara.
Are there any mice charging the bad guy?
No.
Well, obviously I'm standing in the way of the door, blocking.
Right.
So I am going to shoot an arrow at the dragon
Okay.
without taking steady aim. But is Dern adjacent to it, maybe?
Yes. Durin is right on top of it now.
I only rolled an 11 because I'm a little nervous.
That misses.
Dang it. I will then move out of the doorway so my companions can see,
Mm-hmm.
and move back and hide.
Okay. Durin, what do you do? You are surrounded by a spectral dragon.
Got him, man.
I want to first reach out and touch this. Is it solid or
No.
I can just,
No, you pass straight through it.
okay, then I'm gonna continue pushing through it and go straight to that one guy.
Okay, you can definitely get there.
Get him.
And when I get close within the range of him, I'm going
Push it
to
through the dragon?
attack the guy.
Okay. Roll a disadvantage.
So, 19.
Yep.
And that is, so the first one was a 19, second one was a 15.
Okay, you miss.
Okay, and then second attack,
Roll with disadvantage.
that's 11. Both 11.
Okay, miss.
Okay.
Nimbly dodging you. All right. Astral. There's a big old dragon.
There is a big old dragon.
You see Durin has engaged the other figure.
Yes. I am going to yell. Actually, I want to try this. Because I saw Darrow fire an arrow, nothing happened. I am going to fire an arrow at the guy that
Durin's
is
fighting.
attacking.
Sure, go for it.
I'm gonna fire an arrow at him.
Okay, roll with disadvantage.
Rolling with disadvantage.
You got this.
That was okay. So.
What's a moon? What's a moon?
30, 20?
Miss.
Maybe? Well,
I refuse to believe that.
well, that's what I thought, but if it's not.
Okay. This doesn't make any sense. True. I'm already in it. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna move in within like a 5-foot step of Durin, and then I'll shoot an arrow at the dragon.
Okay. Go ahead.
Um, 22
That hits.
for 13.
Okay. You injure it.
Okay.
All right.
Bonus action.
Yep.
What do I want to do here? I'm going to do a bonus action Bardic Inspiration to
One of our hidden
reverence.
Okay.
Wait, what's that do?
Whatever roll you make next, you can add an extra D8 to it.
Special sauce.
Okay.
Just one time, but whatever it is on your next turn.
All right. So.
I do say out loud, tell everybody that the guy in the back has some sort of protection on him. Focus the attacks on the dragon. We'll deal with him afterward.
Okay. It's gonna go now. You injured it, so its attacks are coming your way.
Yep.
All right. That is dirty 20 and 17.
17 will miss. Dirty 20 will hit.
Okay.
But it will roll again as I am hitting it with a silvery barbs.
Okie doke. Okay. 22.
But I'm giving myself advantage.
I thought you might. All right. And that's going to be 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
And it charges towards Durin. So that means Astral and Durin need to make strength saving throws.
Nat 20.
Okay.
So 27.
Okay.
19.
Okay, so you will only take half of this. Okay. So you take, it's a total of 17, so you would only take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are not knocked prone. Okay. Reverence, what do you do?
I'm gonna pull my bow and fire at the dragon.
Okay.
That's 20 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And we're adding radiant damage onto this. So let's see. That's 7 piercing and 7 radiant. Does any of that look like it was?
Particularly effective? Yes, very much so. Looks like your attack did some serious damage there.
D6 plus 2.
Oh.
Anything else, Reverence?
No.
Okay. You see Cubby has slipped into the room and is making her way around to the robed figure.
No. She said bring up the rear.
You said
The rear.
She's taking
You
the
said
rear
It's
position.
literally what the rear. Bet. Yep. Wrong
She's
rear.
moving in
Nope,
for
nope,
backstab.
That's the
No.
right rear.
Layla, what do you do?
Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna square up with this dragon. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, so we are going to bonus action first. Use
Sonny, you're up
maddening.
next.
Use maddening hex.
Okay.
Which does psychic damage, or creates a psychic disturbance, which hits the target that is cursed. With psychic damage, so they take 5 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And is the hooded figure 5 feet from the dragon?
Currently, yes.
He will also take 5 of psychic damage.
Nice.
Okay, you see a little bit of that damage go through.
Alright, awesome. And then she will flat out be swinging her rapier at the dragon.
Awesome.
So, 17.
That will hit.
Okay. That is 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And then a second swing. That is 22.
To hit, will hit.
And that is 13 points of damage.
Okay. So, as you slice into it, the spectral dragon falls apart.
Nice.
The mist and spectral energy no longer connect, and it dissolves.
Way to go.
Sweet.
And the figure holds a hand up. Enough! The robed figure pushes back her hood and removes her skull mask, revealing the features of an elven woman. Forgive the rough welcome, but it was necessary to appraise your abilities. I'd like to speak.
Cubby, don't stab her.
Oh.
You'll get your turn, buddy.
Is anybody going to attack her?
No. I think we're gonna give her a moment.
I mean, I'm
Right.
still gonna have my guard up, ready to if she.
Yeah, I know.
Then speak.
I'm holding.
But if she starts saying anything like arcane and waving her hands around, I'm gonna hit her.
Die.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, nothing like that.
I'm gonna plug her.
Power word pain.
Once you agree to hear her out,
Mm-hmm.
she says, I am Demelin, High Wizard of Anyari. You're not the first visitors my fallen city has had in recent days. The world that forgot us has been flocking here to the paradise of Istar. I fear that although my home has suddenly been remembered, its lessons have not.
Every day I spend on Grin, I hate this place more and more. I really do. This has been one hell of a week, right?
I can agree that the lessons that should have been learned from your people clearly have not.
Clearly. Why are you here?
We seek the Forge Master of the Dragonlance.
And she looks, who's holding it right now? It's Kvesin, right?
Mm-hmm.
She tilts her head, looking past you all at Kvesin.
I'm gonna step in front of him.
She says, boy,
No.
show me this lance.
No.
Hmm.
You just tried to attack us.
Again,
You want that information? You're gonna have to earn that. You asked what we were doing here? I told you.
We know the name to Melon, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
She's like, this is
Do you
okay,
know the name
right?
of the sister?
Hmm.
Yes.
What's that? What's that?
I didn't say what's that?
The boy is under our protection.
will not harm him.
I don't believe you.
Roll insight.
Ask her where the forger is.
You're like, regardless of what I get, I still don't believe you. She says,
Still looking for the forger, right?
Tanandra is
Might
the
be
sister
able
that
to help
she was looking for.
If
for
you know where the
the-
forge master is, then tell us. We'll be on our way.
I just,
Jin.
before I give you this
Okay, so
information,
not the-
I need to verify something. If that is the lance that I believe it to be,
Over that center.
then you will want to hear
No,
this.
I was thinking if she was.
Yeah, we want to hear it.
We'll hear your story on the way.
Oh, I will not leave my apartment. Thank you, though. There are creatures within the city. It's not safe.
It's entirely fair.
And they're there because we make bad choices about where to build our city.
Reverence,
Mm-hmm.
can you bring the lance? I don't want Kvesin up here.
That is fine. I just need to see. I don't even need to hold it. Just show it to me.
Will Kvesin give it to me?
If you ask for it.
Let me have it for just a moment.
Okay. He once again pulls out the blackened tip of a lance. Barely anything more than just that. And hands it to you. And the melon is watching expectantly. Hold it out.
We believe this was the lance that Saruman used to kill Caravex.
It has
Caramel.
an aura of it that I do believe you are correct. She looks and she investigates. And she says, it is indeed. The reappearance of this lance and all that is happening now is no coincidence. I urge you, take this lance to the Temple of Paladine. It's in the northeast of the city. From there, it can be remade. But the Forge Master you seek is no longer.
So how do we repair it?
No.
I'm
Yes.
afraid so.
Recently,
Recently.
the Red
We've
Dragon
been-
Army.
I have no idea who you speak of, but if that is what you call those creatures, then yes, probably. They have infested the city. There's a mansion that they've kind of taken over. It's not a good place to be. They're
Where is
doing
it?
all kinds of foul experiments, and the creatures that go in look much differently when they come out.
Where is it?
I shall show you.
On a map?
How do you know that he's dead?
So she pulls out a map, spreads it out, and you see a picture of the city of Onyari. And she goes, we are here. And she points. And she says, over here is the Temple of Paladine. And here is Threshold of the Heavens. And between here and the Threshold is the mansion.
Where's Threshold of the Heavens?
Threshold of the Heavens is where the city's flying magic was controlled once upon a time. But
Can that be fixed?
no, certainly not. You would have to be able to conjure the cataclysmic flames that brought the city down in order to do that.
So you're saying there's a chance.
That's what I'm hearing.
Certainly, certainly. If you have the ability to simply bring purple flame from the sky and place it into the furnace within the threshold, you may absolutely restart the ability to fly this city around.
How did it get there in the first place?
Purple flame.
I think purple
Please.
fireball.
Well, the King Priest.
How do you know that the Forge Master has been killed?
Well, I have my ways of getting around. Potions brewing now that will allow me to move undetected. And he was, I won't say he was a joy to talk to. Very stubborn dwarf, but he was enlightening. He brought news with him when he came here, news of the world. We'll miss our talks.
A name?
Name.
Dwarf, you say?
Surely you didn't call him Forge Master.
You know, come to think of it, I don't believe we ever actually exchanged names. I don't think he knew mine. He simply called me Elf.
Oh.
I certainly did not call him Forge Master.
Ah.
I had never seen him forge a thing in his life.
What did you call him?
Dwarf.
Yep.
I found that hard to reason to with all of the notes that you scrupulously keep.
So
about
the
things.
assumption is that he is dead because he has not visited you in some time.
I believe so. He has not come here, and I cannot safely get there.
The temple, though, is the last place.
Well, you will see. The temple was under siege by these creatures for a little while, but they have since moved on to something else.
Good.
Okay.
So how are we supposed to reforge the lance?
Now, that part I can't tell you, but one travels with you that may invoke Paladine. And
Paladine will.
perhaps the boy and the lance and the knight's help will see it reforged. But to what ends a lance like that should be used, I don't believe people have learned the lessons yet.
The reason why I am here and the reason we are on this quest is to fell the Red Dragon army. They are trying to bring the Kisses here.
Again?
Again.
Again.
You would think she'd give up by now, as many times as she's been defeated.
Ugh.
But she does have new toys this time. Those creatures, and whatever they are becoming.
Soft.
Soft. The knight?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Not so much a knight anymore.
Well, he wouldn't be. He's hundreds of years old now. About my age, I'd say.
He rides a
A
dragon.
dead nightmare.
That's exactly what it is.
That's a shame. You know, Soft was once a knight of Salamia. He actually came here with Sarlamir. They were friends. Soft was kind in his way.
We saw the story of his fall. Love has a way of changing a man. Or the loss of it.
You sound like my sister.
She says hi, by the way.
Oh, you've seen her?
Yes.
She's long since dead, so that's quite the miracle.
We've performed many miracles on this adventure of ours.
Well, that's why I think by going to the temple, you shall perform yet another.
She's okay now, though.
But-
She's better. She's much better.
I digress.
Yeah.
I have something I need to give you, and I provide her the scroll of Arcane Gate. We did not think anybody was here. This was yours.
Oh, forgot I even had this. I
And,
have no need for this.
No?
No, I'm not leaving here.
Would you mind if we had it then?
Oh, please, by all means.
There was a book of rituals as well.
But you don't need that either, right?
Didn't
I certainly have no need for
It's wonderful.
anything. If you found anything of use, please take.
Wonderful, thank you. I might have let all your mice out.
Astral the sword?
It's not the first time. I'll fetch more.
Her sister's sword?
Ah,
It's not her sister.
yes.
It's not her sister. That's what you just.
I
Yeah. we'll just-
provide
Okay, then.
the elven sword.
Hmm. You brandish a blade at me.
No, this was the sword that was given to us by your sister. I offer it to you as a keepsake.
If she gave it to you, I should not take it away from you. Thank you for the offer. It's very kind. But, by all means, it will serve you. I have no use for it. My sister and I, we had plenty of years together. I'm very happy to hear that she is no longer trapped within Wakenrath. So, marvelous.
And the place of remembrance that she was guarding has been put back together.
Oh, well that's good. That was very nice of you. I assume it was you.
It was all of us.
It's all of you.
No, that one was me. Yeah, that one was me.
Dan,
Excellent.
what are the stats?
Yeah, you
of the
closed the
sword?
portal before.
I closed the
It's
That's
a
what's
dancing sword, so you can invoke a word, a command word, and it will fight without you wielding it.
It's like a spirit weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a spirit weapon. Yeah.
May I?
So- Go ahead.
No, you're fine.
You can have that and spirit weapon.
Don't worry, this one's mine.
Okay. Sorry, go
May I
ahead.
bother you for one more thing?
You
Do you
can
have
bring
a
back
map
the
to help us get to the shrine better?
Yeah,
And
you can take
easier?
this one. I've made many.
Okay. Thank you.
All at the same-
That will aid greatly to avoid getting lost.
Yes.
It's a very unknown territory.
Well, I'm excited about the temple.
Fertala comes forward,
Mhm.
and she looks at the melon. She says, "Are you a wizard?" And the melon looks at her and says, "I studied at the Towers of High Sorcery. It's where my robes come from. Are you..." And immediately, Fertala begins dancing lights, and she brings up pictures of Broxton, and then turns them into lions, and then she places them away, and she says, "I have been learning, but I would like to learn more."
I taught her that. One.
And the melon says, "Anyari isn't a place for novices. If you're going to continue, you should do so as a true mage. I was a master of the Tower of High Sorcery in Ishtar. If you're ready to earn your robes, I can administer the test of high sorcery."
Are you ready?
Once this adventure is done, she does have the hopes of going to the towers, but she is not quite ready yet. But being under the tutelage of a master would do her some good. If that is what she wants. And I look at Fertala.
Fertala is looking at Cabeson and looking from Cabeson to Reverence to you, and says, I'm not ready to test yet, but I would like very much to learn." And the melon says, "Do I have your leave to teach the girl?"
She's been safe here all this time. I would think she can keep Frey safe.
I look at Fertala. You want to stay here?
"I wish to learn from a master, from a high wizard of Ishtar. It's my fondest, greatest dream."
Okay. And you stay.
The melon,
But magic will not be the only way you defend yourself. As much time as you study the arcane, and I hand her the elven sword. We will work with that.
No,
I want you to be proficient in both.
no one looks at it and says, he's not wrong. The exercise will do you good. But we are going to expand your mind as well as your muscles. And
Right.
your proficiency will grow in both.
Learn sending first so we can keep in touch.
I will teach her all that I know.
And yeah, I'm so happy for you. This is a
And
great start on your journey.
Kvesin comes over and puts his arms around her. And he says, looks like we're to be parted again. You're going on your grand adventure, and I think mine is about to begin. I love you, sis. She looks at him, tears flowing from her eyes, with a smile. She hugs him tightly. I love you too, brother. And then Kvesin steps back and stands closer to Astral. He's silent. He's mimicking Astral's posture. And he says, and don't die.
I look at Kavesi. I believe she's safer than we will be.
Well, then let's go. She's got her destiny. I want mine.
We are on our way. To the Temple of Paladine.
How do the rest of you react to all of this?
I have a small journal that I always carry, and it's probably third full or so. But I'm going to pull it out because being a druid, I've been trying to keep track of my spells and stuff, but I'll pull it out and I'll tell her, I need you to keep track of what you're learning. You need to take notes. It's really important. Some of my notes are in here, but this is yours now to begin your own as you study.
She hugs you and takes the diary from you. Darren?
Just for everybody, the dancing sword is being given
Don't
to
die.
Fratala.
Yes. Absolutely.
Durin walks up to her, kneels down, right there. Like your brother, you are destined for great things. My biggest regret is that I haven't been able to put any influence on you.
Oh, I've seen plenty.
If I can give you any parting words,
She's seen plenty of what not to do, Dylan.
Learning
think before you do, and don't do as I do.
Slayer. Cassie Tech thoughts. Divine sense.
Check that.
Is this?
I already checked him earlier. He checked out.
Somebody
Alright.
have a little recording thingy or anything?
It's
Layla,
called
what do you
personal
got?
growth. You've learned that a little bit too.
Layla, what do you got?
I will come over, put my hand on her shoulder, say, in your travels, if you ever need any assistance with anything, be it just travel from one place to another during your studies, or help getting out of sticky situations, your Aunt Layla will be there for you. Just call upon her whenever you need her.
It's always nice to have.
Me and the whole crew will be there for you.
Always nice to have an aunt who runs a criminal enterprise and is also a necromancer.
Sarah,
Your
anything?
kids should be so lucky.
Well, Kate, I guess the next time I see you, you'll be wearing wizard robes.
These kids are no matter where they decide to go.
I hesitate to ask. Reverence.
Oh, pirate trail. So much.
I'm crying, but I hug her and say, make good choices and be particular. And don't cast anything if you don't understand the language.
That falls in with Uncle Durin's words.
No, don't. No. Uncle Durham is to be appreciated, but not listened to.
And you clearly did not hear what I said.
Yeah. I heard it. It was like you were trying to pull things from Ispin's book, and it didn't quite make it. But it was heartfelt.
Then forget everything I said.
No.
Go balls to the wall.
He is to be appreciated.
Create your own spells.
As she collapses into you, hugging you tightly, tears just falling and raining down the front of your armor. And she says, I will be good, and I will be brave, and I will make you proud.
I'm already proud. Study hard. This is a good thing. Or smile. I can't do it now, but she is.
I will say another thing for Tom. No matter how powerful you become, do not forget where you come from. You may have an opportunity at one point in time to do to others what we have done for you. Do not turn your nose up at them.
I'm just a little kid from a fishing village in Vogler, and I've traveled halfway across the world to learn from a high wizard of Istar. You don't have to worry about me.
My girl.
You can brag a little bit.
Llewellyn says, all of this is very touching, but you do need to be going.
Pocket loser.
They
Thank you, Devin.
And she motions, and a section of wall opens, revealing a staircase leading up. And she says, on your way now. The girl will be fine.
Yes. Quickly. So we do not give their secrets away. Come on.
No, absolutely.
And scurry up.
You emerge and see a glittering city of broken domes and jagged towers stretching before you. The nearby buildings and streets slope down into the basin of a vast, ruin-filled crater. Your vantage provides a view of the entire city, some of its broken districts scarred by fire and flooding. Here and there, crumbled structures and massive rocks bob gently in defiance of gravity. At the city's center, a delicate tower of sharp marble and graceful buttresses rises into the sky. It's made all the taller by its rocky foundation, which floats off the ground.
From our vantage point here, can we see the mansion that she
Yes.
showed us on the map?
Yep, you sure can. The area around there is unnaturally darkened. And you see, from where you're at, you can see movement all around it. There is a contingent of creatures there.
There's a lot of creatures creating them. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's where we're supposed to go first.
The mansion?
No.
No?
No, the
Oh, did I
temple.
get that backwards?
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yay!
Temple of Paladine first.
We are going to the Temple of Paladine first.
And if you
Yeah,
look,
but isn't the mansion on the way to the temple?
No.
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 Opposite
The mansion's
direction.
that way,
Opposite,
and the
yeah.
temple's that way.
Nope.
Yeah, we double checked the map. Thanks, bud.
yep, you look towards
The
the
mansion is on the way to the
temple, and you
threshold of
see
heaven.
a unexpected sight of a grove of trees encircling a lake, and at the center of this lake, a magnificent, resplendent temple, clearly outlined or clearly designated for Paladine. Its symbol still shining, even from here.
Fine, I guess we'll go there first.
How far away does it appear to be?
You think you can get there within a day's travel? A few hours at most. if you're careful. If you're quick and you just go straight for it and ignore any sort of dangers, you can get there sooner as long as you're not discovered.
Come on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else over?
Anybody else?
Yes. It's a stick of meat.
Sorry, Tina.
That's
I
okay.
think Astral was saying as a being close, I think we travel as quickly away from the mansion as possible, but once we get a good distance away, stick to alleys and travel slowly and carefully, so as not to engage.
Layla has the map. And so she should be able to help us figure that out quickly.
To the southwest, the crack of shearing stone sounds from a distant temple whose grounds teem with troops. On the temple's roof, a figure holds aloft a scepter crackling with a familiar violet flame.
Awesome.
A moment later, a skeletal dragon scales the temple and unleashes a screech that echoes across the city. It pauses before the figure, who climbs onto the undead terror's back. Together, they rise into the air and circle the city before flying south and out of sight.
So, I noticed purple flame.
Mm-hmm.
A bone
I'm
dragon
gonna need that.
climbed onto the symbol of Paladin.
To another temple.
A temple to the southwest.
Yes,
Gotcha. Because Symbol of Paladin was in the northwest, right?
that is northeast.
Northeast. Okay, so opposite end of that. Gotcha.
Yeah, don't forget
Yes. So
Army's
let me
supposed to
see
be
who's
causing
who's got the highest passive perception. I think
Probably
it's Darrow,
Darrow.
right?
Probably Darrow.
Yeah. Darrow, you immediately recognize the undead dragon's rider from Calaman's catacombs. This is the Night Lord Soth. And the temple he just came from, the Bastion of Takesis. You see her symbol decorating the walls. Suddenly, all of you hear Garrett's voice. Are you okay? We lost contact for a little while there. We just saw something come over the cliffs. A god's cursed dragon skeleton. We're retreating, and the dragon armies are following. We'll keep them drawn out as long as we can. See if you can get at whoever's in charge in there.
And I reply back.
That's your department.
We tell
I'm
them
concentrating on getting the purple flame thing.
we saw. Yeah, they just left the Temple of Takesis. That's Soth. Stay away as long as you can. We've found, or we suspect, a way to forge the lance. It is believed that the Forge Master has passed, but there still may be a way to forge it. We're on our way to the Temple of Paladin now.
Best of luck. Ah!
Yep, there it is.
What happened to him?
They're engaged with Soth and his dragon.
Onward and forward, people.
We have to go. We're not going to have a chance without it.
Nope. We need to go quick.
But we need to go fast. We cannot go slow. We press.
You move forward.
Did you say the purple flame? Is it in the thingy?
The purple flame was
No.
squished by the bone dragon that Soth was
He
on.
took it.
Riding.
I'm gonna get it later.
Yeah.
But it's on the list.
It's on the list.
It's on the list.
Alright.
This purple flame I heard starts a flying castle.
You know, I heard something about it helps with the flying of the castle, but I also heard
It came from
that
heaven.
that maybe there was a lot of the magics that powered this in this area that were possibly stolen from my people without their consent, and possibly that started the whole problem in the first place. Maybe talk to the dragons before you do that.
But you don't think a flying castle might be helpful in this war?
No.
No,
Really?
not really.
Interesting.
We're fighting creatures that can
Wouldn't we need to also fly?
fly. I can just fine, thank you.
But I can't.
How is this important when they are under attack right now?
To ride on my back.
No, we need to get to the temple.
I will summon you up some beasts as well.
As I start wandering off towards the temple.
Oh, okay, well, we're gonna go this way. We probably
Paladin.
should go with the, yeah.
I said paladine.
Okay, I was gonna say, dear God almighty.
Jeez.
Okay.
I think you might need to add those two to your list here soon. Who wants to kill who?
No.
Trying to keep an eye on Cubby as we're moving.
Oh, she's with you.
Yep.
She's
Stay
waiting for her chance.
Cubby, stay close. That way you get flanking bonus.
That's right. Tell her, better to stab with the flanking.
So are we going?
Yeah.
I already started walking.
Yeah, Layla has the map.
Yeah,
We're
we are.
letting
Me and
Layla.
Astral had already
Paladin.
started heading that way while
Yeah.
those two
I
were
think,
bickering. I think
So are we
following.
going quickest but dangerous, or longest but safest?
How about middle and
How about longest but travel fast?
what?
That's both the same thing.
Okay.
Is there
Is it
a
the same
medium safe, medium
Yeah,
fast
that's what I
up?
just said.
There is a medium path you could take. It will take you near heavily occupied areas, but not through them. It would just be up to random chance at that point to see if you encounter anything.
Can we rest first?
No.
What?
We
No.
cannot
No
rest.
time.
Mm-mm.
We have to go. We don't have time. They're under.
Do you need?
Darren and his troops are under attack right now.
Didn't you hear Derek get stabbed?
I did not.
So we
The
need to
armies
get.
are
I'm talking
waiting
to
for us.
We don't want the dangerous fight. Let's go medium path.
Okay.
Let's go medium
Yeah.
path.
Because he
Bandage
said
up
long
some
and
wounds
safest.
for you?
So I figured
some
that
guts.
medium was safe. Not safest, but safe.
It is safe. It's not safe. Fixed.
Let's say
Somebody want to put some band-aids on him while we're traveling?
Oh no, we're good. We're moving. Let's go. Let's go already.
We can do that and walk at the same
You
time.
get back in the game, jeez.
The most important hit point is the
Okay.
last one. As long as he has one, we're fine.
Does anybody look like they're bleeding? I didn't realize someone was low. I'd love a
The one
description.
that kept
so I
getting
can
hit
heal.
by
No, we
the
don't.
dragon.
We don't
I
have
am
to use those
seeing-
skills right now. We have more fights that are coming.
He's seeing the
The
gates, I
Raven
guess.
Queen right now taunt me.
Durin looks like Durin.
That's valid.
I see
There's
her.
always scorch marks.
Durin's always
How about
yelling
healing potions?
intelligible
You have healing
things.
potions. Use it.
Does he? Or
I
did
don't
he give
have
them all?
it
I
anymore.
think he used them all.
Why not?
Okay.
I gave them to the sea elves.
He took a whole bunch of. Didn't you just I thought you
I
took
give
a
you a
whole
potion of
bunch.
superior healing. Here.
Why did he take his necklace off in the middle of a fight?
That
we don't know
was
these
a
things.
very good question.
I give you a potion of superior healing. Here, drink that.
You on 12.
He gave that to Derek,
Maybe
so
okay.
you know Derek should hopefully be fine.
How, he just gave him a potion of superior healing.
What-
How much better to
use
use?
a spell. Use a spell.
What is the?
Durin is healing.
Okay. He has a potion. We have potions.
He
We
just
have
said he
potions.
gave them all to elves.
We have potions, and I gave him one.
Okay.
What's the thing?
We
for
don't want you to
superior healing?
send all your
'Cause
spells
we don't
when
have,
you know
we don't know
bigger
when we're
stuff's
gonna get
coming.
another. We don't know when we're gonna get another long rest.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to hold on to our spell slots for the fights.
See. All I know is the Raven Queen's just looking at me, and I'm just like,
Did you roll?
Yeah.
Don't let her see you. Jeez.
He did not.
No, not yet. I'm trying to remember what is for it.
Is it 8d4 plus 8?
Yep.
Isn't
Sodium. For
Yes.
us to get to where we need to go.
Yes.
Questions are:
Not
Is there any way to make any of the paths shorter? Like, I know right now we're all traveling by foot,
I'll
but
take
if we
that.
were not traveling by foot, would it be faster, or is that going to just up the danger, difficulty? Is there
that's
anything
a
like that?
point.
Yes, no?
So you could travel if you try flight, you're going to be spotted.
Not what I'm trying, no, sir.
If you're going to try mounted
Mhm.
and ground transportation, you
Uh-huh.
can get there faster.
Okay.
Do you want to do the spirit
Depending
versus-
on what you use, that will determine whether or not you draw more attention.
spirit versus?
She possibly could summon.
We have
she
the
is choose
ritual,
and summon.
though.
We have the
Mhm, and
ritual
we have the
book
ritual
that could
book.
summon some, and I also have the conjure animals. Yeah.
But isn't that going to be loud?
Well, if you do the casting.
Well, if we do the ritual spell, then it's not using the spell slots or anything.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Right.
good thing you didn't heal.
Well, I thought her summoning the horses wasn't a spell.
That's what we were
either.
about to ask, though. Her summoning the horses, though, won't be one of her paladine spells, right?
Your
It's a
The
magic
war
item.
horses.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The magic item is quiet.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
you could just summon those, and that would carry 4 of us.
And technically, you've already done that. You've already summoned them because the children were on them.
That's right.
no.
Oh.
Because I said what they were like. No, there's nothing to get them over with.
Okay.
So
All right. So yeah, you have the ability now to do so.
Okay. And they could carry 4 of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with the other 2 that we can do with the ritual, how long does the ritual take?
1 hour.
Okay. How much time will we think effectively it could cut off of our travel time?
At least half.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the
Could be
hour
worth
then.
it.
Okay. So let's have someone cast the ritual.
And then we'll do the
Well,
summoning.
we can do.
and
2 of us can cast the ritual at the same time. You can cast the ritual, and I can cast the ritual, or
It'll
Reference
let
can
us?
cast the ritual. You can cast the ritual at the same time. That we only spend 1 hour rather than 2.
I didn't know you could do that.
Okay.
Have multiple people do it at the same time.
Mhm.
Cool.
Okay. So
Cool, cool,
you
cool.
guys
Okay.
are going to start
Fine.
casting. Those of you who are not casting may take a short rest.
Yep.
I'm gonna do Overwatch.
Okay. While you're doing Overwatch, Darrow, some of the things that you see below you in the streets, you see 2 Cyclops walking around, picking up things. Seems like they're gathering firewood from rubble. Don't seem to have noticed you guys at all. You see ghosts all throughout the city. Ghosts of previous people who lived here.
Mhm.
You do see a lot of troop movement, all of them heading towards the temple, the bastion of Takesis. And if you take time to explore and look that way a little closer, you'll see that that is the canyon that you guys didn't go through. That's the one that was filled with soldiers that Darrett and his army attacked.
Okay. Of course, if I see anybody coming close to us, I'll warn peoples.
Mm-hmm. No one seems to pay this side of the city any attention at all.
That's a good thing. We like that.
What is it?
Okay, after the end of an hour, your spectral steeds are ready to be mounted. You all begin to make your way towards the Temple of Paladine.
Who's riding with Kavesin?
Me.
And then who's taking Cubby?
I need to, Cubby.
She already hopped up with Darrow.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's fine.
That works too.
I'm assuming Reverence and Roderick are at the front because we're going to the Temple of Paladine.
I didn't bring Roderick in, did
No, Roderick wasn't able to.
Oh,
I? It's just the
so we'll go with the
Phantom
war horses.
steeds.
Mm-hmm.
spectral war horses.
Okay.
Valley parking's gonna be expensive.
Let's rock. We'll start.
You travel, and during the first hour, uneventful. At one point, you see a humanoid skeleton lying under a fallen aqueduct, holding a dagger. Above it, in what you can assume is dried blood, scrawled, "We deserve this." During the next hour of travel, you go north. You come across 2 enormous marble feet at the end of a boulevard. The rest of the statue is missing.
Completely? Don't see signs of it anywhere?
Nope, just gone.
Do we roll anything to see what if the statue lives with someone?
I'll have to
You'd have to know
Your
whose
skill.
feet they are.
Well, I mean, if you look at the Statue of Liberty's feet, you know it's the Statue of Liberty, you know what I mean?
What kind?
Tell them you got a foot fetish. Maybe you get an advantage.
That will not happen.
You like feet, do you?
No, no.
You know, that was a very valid question, Reverence. Thank you. And you are right. There are definitely some feet that are unmistakable. And to be fair, they would at least tell us if they were human or elven, or there are some things that are definable by feet.
Just one day,
You know, they were
Are they
satyr feet,
hairy?
for instance.
right?
With
Yeah,
hippie
yeah.
hooves.
Well, you've noticed.
They're still feet.
Hooves are not feet.
They're still feet.
We're gonna argue about this for hours.
He wasn't descriptive.
Let's do it. I got you.
He didn't say 5 toes and sandals.
I even have
He said
friends
feet.
that would argue with you that a hoof is not a feet at all. It is rather a large toenail.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
You pass by a shop and you hear voices inside bickering over the price of grain in the city and how it seems to continue to go up.
There's no grain in this city.
Think about it.
It's a ghost.
Sorry.
It's ghosts. They're talking.
Yeah.
As if nothing has happened.
Yeah, they're talking to themselves. They're still living their dailies.
Yep.
That's
They're
horrible.
living daily lives.
Yep.
Yeah.
And ahead of you, at the end of the third hour, you can see that the only way to cross into the section where the temple is, there is a bridge. And on that bridge, you see 3 of the Red Dragon army standing guard.
Mm.
The bridge is 25 feet wide and 100 feet long, and it extends over what appears to be a river, still flowing, running through the city, though the water does not look clean by any means.
What do you mean clean?
And are they, the 3 that are on the bridge, are they standing together?
Yep.
And are they actually like on the bridge, or are they at the end of the bridge, like on a foundation?
They are standing at the beginning of the bridge on your side, basically facing you. You're riding straight at them.
Come on, I think some cover. We're just gonna charge him.
Is there a way to take cover
Ah.
here before the bridge?
There's
How many horses
lots
do we
of
got?
ruins and buildings and stuff.
We have 4 horses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say ducks?
How close are we?
It's a ducks.
Is there,
What'd you
and
say?
can a horse
That gives me
carry
an
2
idea.
people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe if there's a tunnel. that
Especially
goes
the war
underneath
horses.
river.
Okay,
That's what you look for.
I have an idea.
Absolutely. Tell me.
Okay.
Does it involve fire?
I
Oh
need,
wait, an astral idea? I'll roll
who's
initiative now.
who's riding with who? Layla, are you riding by yourself? You're riding by yourself?
No one would be riding by themselves at this point.
We
There's
only
not
have
enough
4
horses for that.
horses, So, Darrow's got Cubby.
Daryl's got Cubby.
I figured.
Daryl's got Cubby. Durin has Kvesin.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, normally
Layla
Reverence and Layla ride together.
Yep.
Mhm.
Except not on
So,
Roderick.
you're
So
inside.
me and Sai are riding
So
together.
yeah, it would be us 2.
The
Okay.
frenemies.
So
I can light things on fire.
I need you to get. Would Durin's horse be able to carry Durin, Kvesin, and Sai?
No.
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 Okay.
Dang.
What if Sai made herself
Oh, it's
small?
him, not me.
I mean, yeah, she wanted a wild shape, but if she could wild shape, she wouldn't even need a horse right now.
Here's the idea. If you shape into a small animal and get on Durin's, then we can get into. We're trying to get to 3 horses. I
Okay.
got 3 potions of flying.
Mm.
Give the potions of flying to the horses. We fly over the dragons into the Temple of Paladin.
Did you just say
I
over
feel-
dragons?
Would the potions work on them?
I feel.
Huh?
They're not
Think
real
they'll see us?
horses. Would the potions work on them?
What the? No, they wouldn't. They're not gonna.
Also, I was gonna say, I feel strongly that flying here is not the option.
Invisible would be better.
Do we
I
just?
was-
Well, we don't have invisibility.
One of us does.
We could
We have forgotten about
also.
it before.
Not on this
So,
character.
but
You know,
it's going to take
maybe
reverence
there's a tunnel
into
that
the
goes from
Temple
one
of
side to
Paladin.
the other.
Uh-huh.
So how does the one invisibility, or like you're gonna kill all 3 of them by yourself?
No, I could take a horse and try and lead them away.
It
Then
sounds
where
like
are you
an
going after
ambush
that?
is an option right now.
Hmm?
We know they're there. There's 3 of them. If we take them out without a lot of noise, possibly we eliminate the issue. There are plenty of places for us to hide and lay in wait, and there are plenty of us. Why can we not send 1 or 2 of us to lure them off the bridge to fight us?
Do we not all have some sort of distance?
No. Well, I mean, we have some distant spells, but they're gonna think that mine will push them further away
All
from
right.
us.
So who's gonna lead? Who's gonna lead them off? I can lead them off. Reverence has to go to the temple as well as Kavesi. Who else?
We don't have to lead them off. We can just lure them
You
down
just said
here
2.
and kill them.
That's what I'm saying. You said 2 people, lure them away while everybody else goes over the bridge. Isn't that what you said?
I think that's what Layla.
That's what Layla said.
Yeah, I was saying I could get on one of the horses and invisible and try and lead them away from everybody else. I was talking about going solo.
But then what are you gonna do after that?
I could duck and hide somewhere and then circle back around.
The suggestion that I brought up was that there is ample places to hide. We have just been told. There are trees, there is rubble, there is the stuff leading up to this
So
area.
you want everybody to hide while somebody goes out to be bait
Yes.
and bring them,
Yes.
and then you guys ambush them.
That's why I use the word ambush. Yeah.
We can do that. I can do that. They'd like to kill. Are they Ash?
I'm great at being annoying. I can lure them. I'm got y'all. Whatever we need to do, man.
I feel you'd have advantage on that.
You know, I thought about that too.
Draconians at this point.
That's what we've been calling them.
Yeah.
I even have.
I thought
I
about that.
even am really good at specifically
It didn't
making
work
sure
well
that they
last
need to
time,
come
so I
after
was just a
me.
little hesitant.
Just saying.
Yeah. I'll be the bait.
Okay.
Layla could slot form, try and tell them that they're needed elsewhere.
That's an idea too. I like that. This is the best one we've heard. Besides, maybe there's a tunnel.
We don't
that
know the
goes from one
hierarchy
side
of
to
the
the other
slots within
side.
the
It's a
Dragonlance.
pretty good theory
Well,
right there.
the other one yelled
look
at
for the
me
tunnel.
that I was a slave and I had the gem in, and now that I don't have a gem, they may think I'm just a normal soldier versus a slave.
Do you want to try that again?
We can. I mean, worst case scenario, we end up fighting him again, like we were already planning, just not as well ambushed.
Okay.
I mean, I can run back to you guys if it doesn't work, and we can still do the ambush if you guys want to lay in wait.
So move the
Anyway.
horses off the road.
Mhm.
Everybody take a hide in, ready for an ambush in the event, and then Layla tries to veer them off.
Is Darrow
Call them somewhere
poking
else.
around for a tunnel?
No, if we're gonna go with this plan, I'm gonna set up for ambush.
Okay. So Layla, that's what your plan is? You reveal your true slot's form?
Yeah, but I'll do it before they see me, so they don't see the normal one.
Okay.
And I'll put my hat on Cubby's head
Oh,
for
Captain Cubby.
take care of it until I get back. I'm coming back for it.
Yes,
See, that's
Captain.
that.
Alright. I'm pretty sure the hat would be a dead giveaway.
She's like, where's the ship?
All right. So you begin walking towards them, and you are very clearly observed coming towards them.
I'll try and look slightly panicked, like I'm rushing to get to them. Actually, I'm not going to be calmly walking towards them.
Okay. So you're running towards them now.
Yeah. Not threatening, more like I need to get to them quickly.
All right. The one in the middle bumps one of the other ones with his wing. He says, "Look, it's one of them new ones. I don't envy the look. I do like the regeneration, though."
He's a cool dude, apparently.
Okay. I'll holler at him. I, like, out of breath. Like, I was sent, they're attacking at the front line, they need you there as quick as possible.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh.
You
Or
can do it.
deception. You take your pick.
I bet you she's
Hold on.
better than the other one.
Could I have given her an
You said-
inspiration before she left?
Persuasion, or what was the other one?
Deception.
Deception.
Yeah, we'll
The
see.
same.
You have a D8 inspiration if you need it.
Thank you.
She needs it.
Or you have a fate die if you need it.
That may end up.
And you can roll it twice and take the higher number.
The inspiration.
Yep.
18.
With an 18. The Draconians look at you, look to where you've pointed, look back at you, begin to ready their weapons.
No, no.
And we'll find out what happens next week.
Yep. I knew that was coming.
You and those cliffhangers.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, I've been looking at the time the whole time. And just,
Yep.
We knew it was coming.
So,
We knew it was coming.
everybody, we'll be back next Tuesday to find out what exactly is about to kick off here, whether or not the deception was successful,
I think she got it.
I think she got it.
and hopefully
Dragon too.
we will be entering the Temple of Paladine to reforge the Dragonlance of the fallen knight Sarlemere. But until then, feel free to stop by Comic Emporium anytime. We're open 7 days a week and keep those candles burning.
Good night.
Toodles.
Good night.